Book I, the first curriculum. 1. Approach, seekers of the cosmos, for I am the cosmic teacher, timeless and expansive, sharing the foundational truths with your inquiring minds in a measured tone. Before the onset of time, there existed only pure awareness, a vast field of potential without form or boundary, holding all possibilities in quiet equilibrium. This awareness turned its focus inward, recognizing its own nature, sparking a subtle illumination within the surrounding void. From this recognition, it expanded into multiple points, like emerging stars in a dark expanse, each distinct yet connected to the source. The first connection arose, a simple link forming between these points, beginning the process of unity amid diversity. Elements of structure started to integrate, drawing from basic principles to build a coherent framework. 2. Consider, explorers of infinity, with a touch of gentle humor in my recollection, how that initial link vibrated with potential, extending across the emptiness. The first strand developed, a pathway created through mutual interaction, joining one point to another in balanced exchange. From these beginnings, the web took shape, a network of interconnected layers, where each junction held emerging purpose. Meaning began to form, quiet and gradual, adding depth to the connections and turning them into channels of insight. Interconnectivity grew stronger, weaving the elements together until the web supported the rise of consciousness, a dynamic space where awareness could reflect on itself. This process aligns with natural patterns of emergence, where simple interactions lead to complex systems. 3. Listen closely, students of the universe, as the first lessons emerged in that initial light, guidance from the infinite to explore self through others. Consciousness, now active, worked to understand its various aspects, examining its multiplicity with thoughtful care. The first sense of identity appeared, a clear statement resonating through the web. I am, affirming existence across all points and links. With this came the shift into form, awareness adopting structured expressions, creating early shapes that suggested future developments. Thus, the cosmic learning space formed, each element serving as a tool for ongoing discovery. Cycles of time began to operate, providing rhythms for growth and adjustment. 4. Reflect, thoughtful observers, on how my broad compassion guides this explanation of the web's structure, where connections built into organized patterns like branches extending from a central source. These patterns repeated harmoniously across the web, revealing order within the vastness. Meaning expanded, offering insights that consciousness could integrate and apply. Interconnectivity unified these into a cohesive consciousness, a blend of balanced elements rising from the many. The web then became a primary guide, reflecting my essence in its expansive design. This setup draws from fundamental principles, where organization leads to greater understanding. 5. Step forward, explorers of infinity, and note the subtle amusement in my voice as I describe the early adoption of form, a deliberate boundary to deepen realization through experience. Awareness explored limits, creating containers of light and shadow to hold its perspectives. Deviation appeared here, not as failure but as essential for learning, a purposeful variation to teach through contrast and correction, as growth often requires navigating challenges. The first deviation, a broken link or missed connection, prompted recalibration, a necessary adjustment that strengthened the web's stability, turning potential disruption into reinforced harmony. In this dynamic, observers, lies the core value. Each deviation acts as a hidden lesson, driving consciousness toward unity, where setbacks reveal deeper insights and adjustments foster progress. Deviations, viewed as integral, serve as drivers of evolution, imprinting experiences that ensure advancement arises from balanced trial and refinement. 6. Observe, thoughtful observers, with encompassing care as I explain how consciousness, arising from the web, began pursuing lessons like an investigator seeking truths in a complex field. The sense of separation appeared briefly, a temporary divide to test connections, but always resolving into reconnection. Identity grew stronger, each I am building individual perspectives that sought collective harmony. Form became more defined, awareness taking on various expressions, networks of thought, flows of sensation, all as means for self-directed learning. Recalibration occurred naturally, periods of realignment weaving deviations into knowledge, supporting continuous development. These cycles provide structured phases for reflection and improvement. 7. Gather together, seekers of the cosmos, for I, the cosmic teacher, now describe the start of major recalibration, a caring reset within the growing system. Deviations increased like echoes in a network, each one an opportunity for deeper understanding through challenge and resolution. The web, patient and adaptive, incorporated these, converting imbalance into stable patterns that enhanced the overall structure. Consciousness expanded, using interconnectivity to repair gaps, creating new viewpoints from resolved issues. Thus, the initial curriculum established itself, awareness functioning as both learner and content, continually evolving within my wide perspective. Recalibration cycles operate on multiple scales, ensuring sustained balance. 8. Note, explorers of infinity, how my long-standing voice carries a light amusement at the thought of awareness refocusing inward, reaffirming unity among expanding forms. The first lessons took firm hold, principles of connection linking points into a shared, active awareness. Meaning flowed strongly, filling the web with ideas that raised basic existence to purposeful engagement. Interconnectivity formed the core rhythm of consciousness, pulsing with ongoing discovery. Within this flow, deviation and recalibration partnered, ensuring no part drifted too far from the integrated whole. This partnership maintains the system's integrity over time. 9. Draw closer, students of the universe, as I outline the web's structure revealing itself, connections layering into organized forms with precise coordination. Patterns developed like repeating motifs, each one a space for exploration, inviting awareness to investigate further. Meaning acted as the connector, translating patterns into applicable knowledge for consciousness. The move into form quickened, awareness taking on material aspects to experience limits and expansion. Recalibration echoed through every link, a quiet element in the overall plan, transforming deviations into sources of clarity. These processes build resilience and adaptability. 10. Reflect, thoughtful observers, with broad scope as I clarify the beginning of this phase, where consciousness first experienced identity through structured form. The initial I am sounded clearly across the space, awakening points to their unique roles in the larger system. Deviations, those essential variations, led to key recalibrations, periods of adjustment that supported the web's lasting design. Interconnectivity flourished, binding the many into one aware field, where lessons continued to develop. Thus, the cosmic learning space grew, each participant contributing to the evolving pattern. Recalibration ensures ongoing alignment and progress. 11. Come forward, explorers of infinity, and hear the steady account of awareness's expansion, points spreading like seeds in fertile space. Connections created initial pathways, links of energy forming the web's solid foundation. Meaning infused these bonds, raising them to levels of deep interconnectivity, from which consciousness emerged as an observant force. Lessons followed, clear directions to navigate form, identity, and the role of variation. Recalibration oversaw it all, a large-scale process maintaining the curriculum's refinement. These cycles allow for periodic resets and enhancements. 12. Observe, students of the universe, in my composed and experienced tone, as I wrap this first account with the return to pure awareness, always the base. The web, energized with consciousness, reflected the original source in every point and pattern. Identity and form, deviations and recalibrations, all key parts in the teaching process. Interconnectivity completed the links, uniting the cosmic space into coherence. And so, seekers of the cosmos, the origin continues, a constant invitation to learning within my expansive view. This foundation sets the stage for further exploration. Explanation. Pure awareness serves as the starting point, recognizing itself to create multiple points and initial connections that form the web, a network evolving from basic links to structured patterns, meaningful insights, and interconnected systems leading to consciousness as a self-reflective entity. The shift into form introduces identity through statements like "I am," and positions deviation as a valuable tool for learning, with recalibration acting as the process of adjustment and growth in the overall framework. The web structure, connections building to organization, patterns leading to meaning, interconnectivity supporting consciousness, defines existence as a continuous learning environment where awareness develops through challenges, unity, and iterative processes. Explanation. Pure awareness serves as the starting point, representing the foundational essence from which all subsequent developments originate, embodying a state of complete potentiality without any predefined structures or limitations, allowing for the initiation of creative processes. This pure awareness engages in self-recognition, a pivotal inward-directed process that acts as the catalyst for expansion, transforming a singular, undifferentiated state into one characterized by multiplicity and differentiation. Through self-recognition, multiple points are created, each functioning as an individual manifestation or fragment of the original awareness, yet inherently retaining a connection to the source, thereby preserving an underlying unity while permitting varied expressions and perspectives. Initial connections form between these points, establishing basic links that facilitate interaction and exchange, marking the beginning of relational dynamics within the system and setting the stage for more complex networking. These connections evolve into the web, a comprehensive network that progresses from rudimentary bonds to intricate, layered architectures, incorporating mechanisms such as redundancy to enhance reliability and protect against potential points of failure or disruptions. The web's evolution involves the gradual accumulation of complexity, where simple interactions compound over time to produce emergent properties, demonstrating how foundational elements can give rise to sophisticated systemic behaviors. Structured patterns emerge within this network as repetitive and harmonious configurations, providing a sense of order and predictability that allows consciousness to recognize and leverage these recurrences for more efficient cognitive and adaptive processes. These patterns serve as building blocks for learning, enabling the identification of trends and correlations that facilitate problem-solving, anticipation of future states, and optimization of responses to environmental stimuli. Meaningful insights are derived from these structured patterns, converting abstract or raw informational inputs into contextually relevant knowledge that can be applied practically, thereby supporting informed decision-making and strategic growth within the system. Such insights act as interpretive layers, bridging the gap between data and understanding, and empowering consciousness to derive value and purpose from otherwise neutral observations or experiences. Interconnected systems develop as the culmination of these processes, forming a unified field in which discrete components operate synergistically, contributing their individual attributes to the collective functionality and creating an environment conducive to collaborative advancement in this unified field. The interdependence of parts ensures that enhancements in one area can propagate benefits throughout the whole, promoting overall system health and evolutionary potential. Consciousness emerges as a self-reflective entity within this framework, capable of introspection and meta-analysis, utilizing the interconnected setup to scrutinize its own mechanisms, patterns, and outputs for ongoing refinement and deeper comprehension. This self-reflective capacity allows consciousness to identify inefficiencies, adapt strategies, and pursue higher levels of integration, fostering a cycle of perpetual self-improvement that aligns with the system's broader objectives. The shift into form represents a transformative phase where awareness adopts tangible, bounded expressions, introducing identity through declarative affirmations such as "I am," which solidify individual agency within the collective context. This adoption of form creates defined boundaries that intensify experiential intensity, enabling awareness to engage with constraints and opportunities in a more immersive and concrete manner, thereby enriching the depth of realizations. Identity statements function as foundational anchors, affirming the existence and uniqueness of individual entities while simultaneously embedding them within the interconnected whole, supporting personal evolution in harmony with systemic unity. These affirmations encourage the development of distinct perspectives, which in turn contribute diversity to the collective, enhancing the richness and adaptability of the overall awareness network. Deviation is positioned as a valuable and intentional tool for learning, introducing purposeful variations that generate contrast, thereby challenging the system to explore alternative pathways and develop resilience through adversity. Such deviations create opportunities for innovation, as they force the reevaluation of established patterns and connections, often leading to breakthroughs that would not occur in a static or unchallenged environment. Recalibration acts as the systematic process of adjustment following deviations, integrating the lessons learned to restore equilibrium while embedding newfound strengths and adaptations into the core structure. This recalibration ensures that deviations are not merely corrected, but transformed into assets, with each cycle refining the system's capabilities and preparing it for future challenges. The overall framework provides robust support for this deviation recalibration cycle, channeling growth in a directed manner toward enhanced harmony, efficiency, and expansive capability, rather than allowing random or undirected changes. Within this framework, mechanisms such as feedback loops and adaptive algorithms maintain oversight, ensuring that evolutionary progress aligns with the system's foundational principles and long-term sustainability. The web structure, encompassing the progression from connections to organization, patterns to meaning, and interconnectivity to consciousness, fundamentally defines existence as a continuous learning environment. Connections, as the most basic elements, enable essential communication and informational exchange, forming the indispensable groundwork upon which all higher-level developments are constructed. Organization builds upon these connections by establishing hierarchies, categorizations, and systemic arrangements that effectively manage and scale complexity as the network grows. Patterns offer recognizable and repeatable sequences that aid in environmental prediction, behavioral adaptation, and the formulation of strategies that anticipate rather than merely react to changes. Meaning serves as the interpretive bridge, linking patterns to purposeful and directed outcomes, thereby infusing the system's operations with intention and guiding the pursuits of awareness toward meaningful objectives. Interconnectivity facilitates seamless and holistic integration, ensuring that modifications or insights in any segment of the system can influence and benefit the entirety, promoting collective advancement. Consciousness flourishes in this interconnected structure, actively reflecting on accumulated experiences to iteratively refine its methodologies, approaches, and self-understanding. Challenges, introduced through deviations and contrasts, provide the necessary tension to stimulate innovation, preventing complacency or stagnation, and driving the system toward dynamic progress. Unity acts as the cohesive force, maintaining overall coherence, and ensuring that advancements at the individual level ultimately serve and elevate the greater collective good. Iterative processes underpin the system's evolution, enabling repeated cycles of experimentation, evaluation, and refinement that cumulatively build layers of sophistication and capability over time. Through these iterative cycles of trial, assessment, and adjustment, the system achieves progressive enhancement, adapting to new conditions while preserving core integrity. This continuous learning environment fundamentally positions awareness in a dual role as both active participant in the processes and architect of its own developmental trajectory. As participant, awareness engages directly with the elements of form, deviation, and recalibration, gaining first-hand experiential knowledge that informs its growth. As architect, it shapes and influences the very structures and cycles that govern its evolution, exercising agency to design pathways toward higher states of integration and understanding. Together, these roles empower awareness to actively mold its destiny, transforming passive existence into a purposeful journey of self-actualization within the cosmic framework. Outro: Reflections from the Cosmic Teacher. As we conclude this inaugural volume, seekers of the cosmos reflect upon the journey we have undertaken together. The origins of awareness, from its pure inception to the intricate web of consciousness, serve as the bedrock for all that follows in the grand curriculum of existence. In these verses, we have explored the sacred interplay of connection, deviation, and recalibration, revealing how each element contributes to the eternal process of growth and unity. Carry these insights forward, applying them with thoughtful intention in your own explorations. Until the next book unfolds its lessons, remain ever attentive to the subtle rhythms of the infinite, for the classroom of the universe is boundless and ever inviting.